I'm Joe Marino, host of Locked On Bills, joined by Mike Debate, the host of Locked On Patriots, here for a crossover Thursday preview of Bills Patriots. And crossover Thursday is presented by PrizePicks. Download the app and use code Locked On NFL to win $50 instantly when you play $5. It's time to talk path to victory, but Mike, I teased that I had a very important question for you, and it's time for me to ask that question. I'm not sure if you saw this, but the Bills have announced that they are debuting a new uniform combination for this game. And it's not anything that's never been seen before, but it is a combination that we haven't. It's the same white helmet that you typically see. It's their red color rush jersey. So just imagine a regular Bills jersey. Instead of it being blue, it's red, but it's with white pants, the typical white pants that they would normally wear. So white hat, red jersey, white pants. A lot of Bills fans are saying, you know what? That looks to me like the old Patriots uniforms. And my question for you is, like, does your mind go there when you see, I don't know if you've seen them or not, but does your mind go there? I'm a big uniform guy, so I'm sorry if I'm dragging you into this. So welcome to this conversation. But I'll answer this for myself, because when I think about my early Patriots memories, I think about Drew Bledsoe in a silver helmet and kind of a royal blue jersey. You know what I'm talking about. That's what I think. I don't think about Andre Tippett and whatever those, I like seeing the throwbacks. I think they're good, but I don't associate the two. I'm curious for your take on this.
Yeah, I think Patriots fans noticed that right away. As a matter of fact, my good friend Nick Fitzstevens over at WEEI said that did Pat Patriot know that his wardrobe was raided over the course of the last week? No, look, yeah, there are similarities. There's no question about it, especially with the white pants, with the red, white, and blue stripe. It is very reminiscent of the old Patriots uniforms. Those uniforms are revered up here in New England. Really? They are goated, for lack of a better term. Whenever there's a throwback, there's a different buzz, a different vibe when it comes to this New England team. And I, for one, am always surprised by it. First of all, I do think it's an amazing look. I really wish the Patriots would return to it, because I think it's just the cleanest look and really such a great logo. Everything about it, I love from an aesthetic purpose what that logo brings. But not so many great memories in that uniform, other than a trip to the Super Bowl in 1986 that ended with a drubbing from the Chicago Bears, 46-10. Patriots didn't really start to form their image as the New England Patriots until that Flying Elvis logo and that silver helmet and those blue jerseys. And then, of course, the iconic Brady era, Belichick era jerseys that I know Bills fans know very well.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like those ones, Mike.
You want to see get them out of here. Yeah.
Nightmares, Mike.
But bottom line, I think there are definite similarities. And, the Bills right now are the kings of the mountain. They have a right to troll the Patriots if they want to do it. We've certainly done our share in the past. So you can dish it out. We can take it. But it'll be good to see that uniform combination. It's just good that the Patriots didn't zero in taking those with them on the road, because that could have been a little difficult to see both teams in red jerseys, Joe.
Yeah, it'd be tough to see. So they do this every December. They wear the Reds every December for, I think, the game that's closest to Christmas. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a true troll job or whatever. You said Flying Elvis? Is this? I've never heard this phrase. Is that what we call?
Patriots fans will tell you that logo right now that is on the Patriots helmet currently is affectionately known as the Flying Elvis. The designer, the graphic designer that designed the logo, apparently had the image of Elvis Presley in his head when he designed the face for that Patriot Minuteman, that flying image of the Minuteman hat. So, yeah, that's what it's called here in New England. Buffalo fans, some Buffalo fans may know that, but may have just given your listeners a little wisdom and counsel they didn't have before.
Well, listen, I can hear Ross Jackson in my ears right now saying you're supposed to do keys to victory in segment 3. So, Mike Debate, let's do keys to victory here. When you think about the Patriots on the road, 14-point dogs, what's got to go right here for them to pull off an upset?
You mean besides praying for a blizzard? I mean, right now at this point, no, I'm kidding. Look, bottom line, if the Patriots want to be competitive in this game, they have to come out and they have to establish the run first. This is a team that is predicated on running the ball to try to open up things for Drake May in play action. If there is a situation where the Patriots can take advantage of some of the deficiencies the Bills have had when it comes to defending the run, they've got a shot. But see, the problem is, Joe, is that the Bills are always so far ahead. No team really gets a chance to try to exploit this. If the Patriots can keep it close early, they have a puncher's chance to maybe keep this one close and hang around a little bit. So get Ramondre Stevenson the ball, get Antonio Gibson the ball, try to make things happen for Drake May and see what happens. The second step to that is give the ball to Drake May and let him try to put the game in his own hands. Give him the opportunity to make plays. If the Bills are going to try to use zone to try to keep him from testing the deep ball, give him the opportunity to try to test the intermediate areas of the field, see what the kid can do. If they're going to play him in man, Drake has already proven on more than one occasion you need to account for his whereabouts when you're playing man-to-man. It's not all about covering the receivers. Drake can tuck the ball and run for big yardage. A couple of weeks ago, he had a 41-yard run against man coverage. So this is a kid that can make things happen in that open field. Not going to be easy because the Buffalo Bills are as fundamentally sound as any team in the league. And you mentioned the turnover differential, and you mentioned their inability to turn or their lack of ability right now to turn the football over, which is a great thing for them to have. The Patriots have to try to adopt a little bit of that. That's my last key to victory. Don't turn the ball over, protect the football, and stop being penalized in key moments of the game. The Patriots have hurt themselves far too much with penalties on key offensive drives that could have resulted in surefire points, but then again have to be backed up because of inexperience and bad coaching in those situations. The Pats have to clean that up. If they hit all three of those, they might be able to keep this one within swinging distance. If they fail at any one of those three, the Bills are off to the races.
I think you got the right idea, Mike, especially coming in with a run-heavy approach, shorten the game, keep Josh on the sideline. And the Bills are not a team that I think is very consistent with their run defense. So that I think is the right formula. For the Buffalo side of things, I think number one is not taking anything for granted. I know that this is 3-11 versus 11-3. These teams certainly have different fates this year, but this is still a divisional game. And I'm old enough to remember the Patriots last year beating the Bills. And I think about it all the time. Mac Jones at a game-winning drive against the Bills. It happened, all right? And the results were not all that different with the Patriots, having a poor record, the Bills being the 2 seed in the AFC. One of their losses was to this Patriots team. And look at the AFC North. The Browns not having a great year. They have 2 wins this year against division rivals in Baltimore and Pittsburgh, right? Like, division games are just different.
It's true.
And I know that it's not Bill Belichick, but Gerard Mayo's been part of this for a long time. He knows McDermott. He knows the Buffalo Bills. So I don't think you can come into this game and take a single thing for granted. I think a champion's mindset is 1-0 and focus on the challenge that's ahead of you. The Bills are certainly in contention for the 1 seed. They have big-time aspirations. The only thing you can affect right now is this game on Sunday against the New England Patriots. So take nothing for granted. I think number 2 is to continue to take advantage of your full slate of weapons. And you have a 3-game runway right now, 2 against the Patriots, 1 against the Jets before the postseason. And making sure that you are established with how you want to move the football, right? Again, you're not coming in. This isn't a scrimmage. This isn't 7-on-7. You're not trying things out. But this is your tune-up opportunity, if you will, to make sure that your offensive balance, and I don't mean run-to-pass ratio or target, I mean just the balance of how you want to be is leveled out, right? And I think you have an opportunity to make sure, okay, this is how we want to deploy Keon Coleman with Amari Cooper, with Dalton Kincaid, with Dawson Knox, with Khalil Shakir, with Curtis Samuel. They really haven't. There's a lot of players. There hasn't been a lot of games where they're all together at the same time, and they're all healthy finally. This is your runway to get it all clicking at its highest level going into the postseason. And then number 3, I think the Bills have to figure some things out on defense. And whether they want to use 3 linebackers, the Bills are very much a nickel defense that sometimes runs dime, right? Like 20% dime, 1% 3 linebackers, and the rest is nickel. And they showed last week against Detroit that they will run some 3 linebackers. If that's part of your mix and you're thinking about future dates with Kansas City or Baltimore or Pittsburgh, other heavy personnel teams, the Lions again down the road maybe, get your 3 linebacker stuff figured out. This is your chance to rep it. Are you still going to want to work on your dime? Is Cam Lewis your best dime back? Figure that out. And then the Bills, I think, have been just mediocre on third downs. I think they're around 20th in third down stop percentage on defense. And I think Drake May's best stuff, when I'm most impressed with Drake May, is like, oh my God, some of his best moments come on high leverage downs, like third downs. And that goes back to North Carolina. In the preseason, it stood out to me. It stood out to me at times watching him this year, where the Bills sometimes, like 3rd and 11 is like the worst down they could possibly be in. So I think figuring some of this stuff out and how you want to play in these situations so that you're optimized going into the postseason is absolutely critical. So take nothing for granted. Continue to use your full slate of weapons in the offense, and then kind of fine tune your defensive philosophy.
Very well said. And one thing that I will piggyback on when you mentioned efficiency on third down, you're absolutely right. The Patriots can make things happen on third down when they give Drake May the opportunity to do so. They did not do so at any point in the game last week, and they were 0 for 6 on third down. If Buffalo's smart, they try to contain that, try to confuse the New England Patriots, keep them off balance. And if that happens, then it takes away a lot of Drake's ability to go off script. So could be some inside information there that might help Buffalo on Sunday. Not that they need any more of it.